Psychology is about capacity building, not problem identification per se. Let me start from a medical model basis. When we go along to see our GP, we hope that they make a comprehensive assessment, that they're able to identify the nature of the problem, and then they're able to prescribe the helpful treatments based on how we understand that problem. Now, psychology, mental health is very similar. It does require a comprehensive assessment. It does require the identification of where the difficulties are, so that we can put in place the most effective strategies and therapies that will reduce the difficulties that the person is experiencing. All that taken into account, we have a bit of a dilemma. In the previous videos, we spoke about that we're hardwired for a sense of belonging and a sense of value and a sense of being interested and delighted in by other people. We're social beings. And we know that if we don't have a sense of belonging or don't have a sense of value or don't feel as if other people are interested in us, then that can have a marked impact on our mental health well-being. I use the example of the puppy in the pet store, and the last one being left as being the runt of the litter. We also explained that there is no runt of the litter, that every person has a set of skills and values that are unique to them. But if we feel that we have a problem or that we need help, that can impact on us and some of our thought processes linked to that, where we may think others will see us as weak or not good enough or inadequate. And that hard wiring makes us resist that. We want to be seen as valuable, as strong, as essential as part of the broader group. But when we suggest to somebody that they need help, that can trigger a process which links to I must need help because there's something wrong with me. And if there's something wrong with me, then maybe I'm less valued than other people. And I don't want to be seen as less valued, so I'm going to insist that there's nothing wrong with me and insist that I don't need help. I'm sure many people have seen that within their own families. And what we know from the research, of course, is that males are even more reluctant around help-seeking behaviour, even with medical-related conditions, than of females. So we have a lot to learn from our female counterparts in why building our capacity and strengths through help-seeking is essential. So often when I go to schools and I'll talk to school kids and I'll ask them, have you ever heard of the notion that you see a psychologist because you have a problem? And of course, a lot of nods, yes, because that's how they've come to understand it. What I then say is that what I need is your help in getting rid of this kind of myth that you see a psychologist because you have a problem. In actual fact, you go and see a psychologist like you might go and see a physiotherapist, or you might go and see a coach, so that they build your capacities and strengths so that you can achieve the things you want to achieve in life, whatever they may be. And the kids kind of get this, kind of give some nods, and they give a couple of examples. And it might be that going to see somebody like myself or a psychologist is about making sure you have the energy to do the things that you want to do, to make sure that you have the opportunity to concentrate or focus on the things that you enjoy, or that you're passionate about, or that are fun to you. If we were talking about somebody who is older, we might actually say, would you like to feel kind of more present in your relationship and enjoy your relationship more? And often people will say yes. And would you like to have more energy when you get out of bed each morning? They say yes. And would you like to be able to experience and enjoy those things that you used to enjoy, or new things that you'd like to enjoy? And invariably the response is yes. And this is because we move towards a strength or capacity building mechanism. It fits with the idea that if I can feel stronger in myself and demonstrate those capacities that I have, then others will value me, and I'll feel more like I belong and that I have something to offer. So the take-home message here is how we change our language about getting the support that we need, building that safety net when we're on the tightrope. And the language you need to look at is, this is about building your strength and your capacity so that you can be the person you want to be and live the life you want to be. Thank you.